Hey guys, Bryan Dulaney here, top 1% of the top 1% of all funnel builders in the world. And today I'm going to talk about Funnel Hacking Live 2019 notes and highlights from day 4, the final day. And I've got a few people that I had the chance to listen to. I also was out on breaks, connecting with, some of our partners and clients and some other friends in the inner circle. I'm in the inner circle with Russell Brunson, and it's been great. This is my 3rd year now. And one of the speakers that I got a chance to listen to was Garret White. Okay, and so some of the things I didn't really resonate with, how he approached selling one of the kids that he brought up on the stage. That wasn't really that cool. But what I will say about Garret J. White is there's some good lessons that he did, some experiences that he talked about, and he was able to get us into to think about. And number one, he said, is execute, produce fruit. At the end of the day, I had a tagline for years, and it was take action, get results, right? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? When I started back in 2006, I would listen, I would learn, take some action, listen, learn, take some action, listen, learn, take some action, listen, learn, take some action. And I would encourage you to adopt that philosophy, okay? I don't care what it is. If it's advertising, listen, learn, take some action. If it's related to your funnels or your social media, listen, learn, take some action. Okay, there's a lot of lessons there. Too many people get stuck in the mud. Too many people wait and they delay until it's perfect. Listen, it's never going to be perfect, okay? It'll be perfect after you advertise and you optimize that puppy, right? And even then it won't be perfect. So there's a saying, and that's done beats perfect every time. Done beats perfect every time. You got to get it out there. I've launched courses. We've done webinars where we run ads to webinars, get people on a webinar and sell a course. And I've done that without even the course being done. Literally. I had a members welcome video loaded in the members area and nothing else. Because done beats perfect, right? Done beats perfect, my friend. So get yourself into execution. That was one of the great things. And when you execute, you produce fruit. Like, you can't not execute and produce fruit, okay? Unless you're listening to advice from someone who also is not producing fruit. Okay, so important, if you're going to execute, listen to others that are producing fruit and then execute on that wisdom and you'll produce fruit too. Pretty simple, right? Okay, lead with massive conviction. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. When you're selling, let's say on webinars or even on stages or even through video, like, you gotta have conviction about what you're doing, about who you're serving. Like, you gotta have conviction, right? Without conviction, you sound weak. I was doing a review today of a funnel for a client, and it wasn't my client, it was someone else's client, and he was asking me about this video that this author of his had filmed. And I said, man, the first 5 seconds, this guy doesn't have much conviction. I can tell just by listening to this man speak. Even though he's an amazing speaker, even though he's an amazing thought leader, even though he's an amazing person that gets called on by corporations around the world, he has not yet figured out how to do it online, and therefore his conviction was weak. Okay? So you got to figure out a way to increase your level of certainty, confidence, and conviction. Just like Garret White says, right? Garret says, lead with massive conviction. You see him own the stage when he speaks. You see him own those videos when he speaks on social media. It's because he has a lot of conviction in his body. Okay, it can't just be in your head. Okay, you got to get that deep into your body. Okay, you got to be convicted about what you're talking about, right? I've got massive conviction because in 2003 I died and came back to life. Okay, I was out for over 8 hours, gone. Doctor called my parents, said I'm gonna be brain dead for life, or at best, I'm gonna be brain dead for life. He said, your son's gonna die or be brain dead for life, and at best it was brain dead for life. When I woke up, it shocked him. He said, you're a living miracle. There's no reason why you're here. I've had people with less severe conditions die than you lived. That gave me conviction. I went on a journey to discover my purpose for 2 years. And 2 years into searching and hunting for why was I saved? What was my purpose that God has for me? I figured it out, and I went, and when I figured it out, was to share my story and help other people share their story. That's what pulls me into the future is because I have that conviction, right? So what is your conviction? What are you convicted about, right? What are you passionate about? What are you convicted about? You got to increase this level of conviction. I'm a big fan of that. And then focus, listen, and move, right? Focus, listen, and move. I think one of the important pieces to note here is that this whole concept of listening, right? And this isn't listening to other people, although I do agree with listening. I am part of Brendan Burchard's certified high performance coaching program. I spend a week with Brendan every year to improve my ability to coach other people, right? So I spend a week with him, okay? I have to listen, okay? I gotta take off my expertise and I gotta be a student, right? I gotta be willing to learn, right? Every year. We have conferences at our church. I go to listen, right? Go to Hawaii for a month out of the year. I go, why? To listen, tune in, listen, okay? Listening is really important. The secret sauce to my success is in my ability to listen and an ability to hear and the ability to move based on what I'm hearing, right? Go to an event and just listen as that speaker is communicating, sharing wisdom and sharing stories. What are you hearing? Everybody's hearing a little bit different because we've all got these filters that we're running things through. What are you hearing? What are you hearing even as I'm talking? What are some of the things that you're catching? What are you hearing internally? What's coming up for you? What's bubbling up for you? Okay? Something is bubbling up for you. Something should be coming to the surface as you hear. Right? Now, if you're not focused, your phone is calling you, or social media is calling you, or that's called distraction. Right? Got to sometimes get rid of that technology so you can actually listen. So I go to Hawaii for a month out of the year, and I go on trips where I can unplug from technology, all right, so that I can then listen. Okay. So Garret White was awesome in that regard. Lindsey Stirling was great too. We had Lindsey Stirling. Okay, she's an amazing artist. One of the things that I was fascinated with was that she married the violin with dance. Okay, she started violin when she was 3. She didn't start dancing until she was in her 20s. It's quite fascinating, right? She became a hit, okay, seemingly overnight, right? That's what it appears to us. But it wasn't actually for a long time. For 10 months, as she started producing content and putting it online, she did not hit it out of the park. She did not have her big hit until 10 months of producing and pumping out content on social media, okay? So if you're just starting and you're just beginning to pump out content on social media, you're just beginning to start putting out content, I don't care where it's at, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. If she had to do it for 10 months and then that one finally exploded, you're probably gonna have to do something similar, okay? You gotta plant seeds in order to reap a harvest. It's just a law. It's the law of harvest. You gotta plant in order to reap. If you're not planting, you're not gonna be able to reap, okay? So think about that. You got to learn that. And also she said to put content out constantly until that one hits. And I would agree with her. I would agree that you've got to be putting out content strategically. You don't just put out content flippantly, okay? Don't just start telling stories with no purpose, right? You got to be strategic, okay? How can you be strategic? Well, okay, what problems in your market do you solve? Okay, make a list of the 100 problems that you can solve. Okay, I'm sure there's 100 things that you can solve those problems. Okay, take your market and poll them if you don't know. Okay, go find those people, poll them, find out what their problems are. Also, take a look at your life stories, the lessons that you've learned through hardship and the lessons you've learned through triumph. Write those stories down, okay? And then you will have hundreds of pieces of content just from those things alone. Just from those things alone, okay? You could even create content from the perspective of solutions that other people want in your market, right? And you can attach stories to those as well. There's endless content, but you gotta be strategic, my friend. Find keywords, it's another way. Find keywords of stuff that people are searching in your market for, okay? Once you find those keywords, you can have content for days, okay? So find, what is it the thing that you can marry together? That was one of my big lessons. one of my big lessons. We've got some things that we're working on where we're going to start bringing together my expertise, and we're going to start bringing together my wife's expertise. We're going to bring in my expertise of marketing, my expertise of funnels, and my expertise of selling online, coupling it with her expertise and thought leadership of selling offline, because she has expertise of selling over $1 million a month for the company that she worked for before, and developed the entire sales training and sales protocol and systems and frameworks and KPIs for that huge company, billion-dollar company, and then brought that into our world and absolutely crushed it like a boss, a lady boss, that is. So we're marrying those two things together, right? As we symbolically got married, we're marrying those two things together, and you'll see we'll be releasing some stuff coming soon about those two areas. So think about it. What can you marry? What are you really great at, right? What can you marry together? Or who can you partner with where you can marry those two skill sets together, right? Like if she was just doing violin, she wouldn't be who she is today, right? She's in a category all by herself because she dances and plays violin. That's so unique, right? That might not be unique anymore because there's copycats and new people, but she's the category king in that. Like when you think of dance and violin together, Lindsey Stirling is the first person you think of, right? Because she has the greatest influence in that area, and she's the originator of it in the market, right? And she put content out for 10 months straight until that one thing took off and hit a home run. So I hope you learned some lessons here. Take them away. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if any of these resonate with you, right? What are some of the things that resonate with you, and what are you hearing? Take a walk, and just get rid of your distractions and listen. Hear what's coming up for you. Okay, get quiet, listen. There's power in listening, okay? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We're meant to listen more. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to tune in to more, and I look forward to serving you at a greater level. Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and if you love this video, be sure to leave a comment, tell me your top 3 takeaways or top takeaway from today's video. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you can get notified every time that we upload a new video here on YouTube. And before you go, make sure you grab your free golden ticket. This free golden ticket is loaded with our 7-figure and our 8-figure expert agency and e-commerce funnels, emails, and scripts that we've used to build multi-million-dollar businesses in a variety of different markets. So thank you again for watching this video. Hope you got massive value from it, and I look forward to hearing what your takeaway was from this video. And also, I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos that we will be releasing.